Hello everybody, Glitch Trooper here. I'm back for another mob battle. And yeah, my rearranged arena here in 1.12.2. I was going to have the Dreadful Peat Mummy go up against pretty much all the bosses and mini-bosses of Twilight Forest, but I found out that's not entirely possible. But, well, obviously the Twilight Lich has that whole shield thing that not many things can get past. Although I might be curious about that at another time, because there is an attack I can use that I'm not sure if the damage type can make it or not, so I'll probably give that a check. But I do have the Minnow Shroom, the Night Phantoms, the Urghast, the Alpha Yeti, and the Snow Queen, as well as the two giants and the Hydra. The Hydra is going to be risky, so I'll keep it for last because there is a possible glitch involved that will crash the game. So I'm wondering if they'll be able to fight it out at all before that point happens. The Naga definitely has a problem, and it has to do with the tail segments. So I think I mentioned that before, that I thought the tail segments were treated differently. That one kind of proved me true in a very weird way. So yeah, that happened. But I guess I can actually go on with whatever I actually can have fight for now. Again, might check out the Twilight Lich later, I'm not entirely certain. But for now, let's get the Dreadful Peat Mummy going. And the Minnow Shroom. Yeah, that's right. Have a swing at him. The Minnow Shroom can actually deal some damage, but the Dreadful Peat Mummy is a very aggressive attacker. He just goes all out. Now, see that little bouncing thing for a second there? That was one of the attacks that the Dreadful Peat Mummy and its minions can do, and that was a weird side effect. Okay, that was a very weird side effect of my magneting. Anyhow, I was gonna put in some more Night Phantoms here. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Always use a team of 6 with Night Phantoms, because that's the group size they come with. Now, which one used the leader? I think it's the... Well, I'm not entirely sure which one's the leader, but anyhow. Let's just have them attack for a while. I'll have to reset that periodically, because it'll go through several. Oh, got a little floating time there, so got a little up. The extra range did not help. Gotta have you go against all of them in turn, because for some odd reason you can't get the whole group to go, even though they really look like they would. I mean, survival, obviously they go against you, but that's a player thing. And some mobs are not known for being able to hit players correct. Some mobs are not known to be able to hit other mobs correctly because they don't identify them. They just only seem to know how to attack players. So that's a difficulty I have had in the past, and it's one of the reasons why certain things don't get to fight, is because they don't know how. But these will fight back. In fact, they can use their tool shed attack, as I like calling it. Let's see if they manage to get to that. Not yet, not yet. Oh, managed to get you right there. Nice. They deal some good initial damage. They deal like 5 damage. Yeah, they deal like 5 damage periodically. So they know how to chop. I mean, it's got an axe. So you'd think it would be able to really chop. Wow. Wait, I heard... Nope. Didn't get the attack off very well in time. Right now, I'm just going several in a row because the Dreadful Peat Mummy is actually that strong. So, yeah, that is kind of insane. In fact, I'm gonna go Urghast. Why? Because oddly enough, this works. This actually works somehow. And yes, the Urghast will initially start fighting them, and its minions. It will literally start fighting the Dreadful Peat Mummy and its minions by doing the triple fireball. And it will actually try turning down. However, it seems every time that the Urghast goes into tantrum mode, it tends to forget how to actually fight. It's a serious flaw with the Urghast when it goes up against other creatures. is it forgets how to actually shoot. Like, this attack is supposed to do something, but it's mainly against players, so it leaves quite an opening here. Now, if it gets out of this attack, it will start launching fireballs again. And you can imagine the thunderstorm it would make in like any place other than the Nether here might actually get somebody struck by lightning, but it doesn't really direct lightning, so it's not like it's a specialized attack. It's just something. But yeah. Yeah, I might try resetting the targeting if I can. Oh, never mind, it's in tantrum mode again, it won't fight back again. It just gets pummeled every time this happens. I mean, the poor thing just forgets how to shoot every time it goes in for a tantrum. I mean, it drips all these giant gas tears, but they don't actually seem to cause damage. Or they hit so rarely on an actual entity that you might as well ignore it. It's just a terribly inaccurate attack. Like, they literally danced around the raindrops. That's how inaccurate that really was. Like seriously. Now, the Alpha Yeti, on the other hand? That one's strong enough. I'm starting this over. And for good reason, because Alpha Yeti. It has gotten a lot better than it used to be. So the Alpha Yeti now officially rocks. And I mean, it has its classic attacks, it's just a lot better at using them against other creatures. So, there we go. Alpha Yeti. I don't know if I'll have to set you or not. Sometimes it will just attack something that's really close to it. Oh, that was a good juggle. You flung him up in the air and immediately started snow dance. However, I must warn you, which unfortunately you're already witnessing, the Alpha Yeti is a lag storm. My computer will get through this. I'm pretty sure it will. But until this whole thing is done, the lag storm will not subside. Now, I'm not entirely sure just what exact effect of the Yeti does this, but it has so many that it's just a good way to say the Yeti is a lag storm. Or is that more of a lag blizzard? Whoa, it broke the arena. It smashed through the blocks and went that way. I'm pretty sure that was the Alpha Yeti that did that. Oh boy. Yeah, because he can actually break blocks whenever he's damaged. The Alpha Yeti is down. But, and as you can tell, the lag storm has seceded. It is gone. It has, well, not seceded. That's not the word I'm looking for. It's receded. That's it. But yeah, he dealt a lot of damage to the Dreadful Peat Mummy. So, no slouch. No slouch at all. But the Dreadful Peat Mummy is, in fact, quite strong. And he does, in fact, have that ranged attack, and that's why they were able to actually hit the Urghast earlier. So, let's go on to something I don't actually need to use the magic stick with, the Mob Enrager, because there's an interesting trick with the Snow Queen. If you spawn her in next to an enemy, her ice cube will automatically hit, and they will automatically aggro on each other. And she will slam it into things. And it's kind of like an area attack, like she just crumpled that minion like a piece of paper. That regular Peat Mummy was just demolished. And just look at the scale of damage she's dealing back. And, well, this is going back and forth really fast. Like, they are just nailing each other darn lips. They're just nailing each other hardcore. That's what I was trying to say. Like, they're just going in. The Dreadful Peat Mummy lost a considerable amount that time. I think, I mean, seriously, that ramming attack, I mean, the thing is, the Snow Queen should not be misestimated, but she is better against players, but as you can see, she will automatically fight anything that runs into her, it's more like a frozen ice, it's more like a frozen cloud, although it is a big kind of ice cube thing, but she will fight. And she will fight back pretty hard, actually. It's just the fact that she's better against players, because then she'll summon in minions, and you'll get the full experience. Wow, that was just an automatic, like, full critical. That was not. Sorry, can't have you interfering with this, so very sorry. Okay, gonna put these up. Alpha Yeti did pretty well, actually. And I will attempt, just blind shot, to see if the Twilight Lich counts their ranged attack as... Oh yeah, that thing. As a magic attack, because that's the only way to get past the Twilight Lich's shield, as you know. Is magic or its own reflected shots, which count as magic. So that just kind of goes. Now I do, however, have to reset this. And I will actually go with the duo. The Armored Giant and the Giant Miner will go together. I don't know if I can get them to both... yeah. Well, I'll have them do it tag team style, because they don't always spawn, like, together perfectly, actually. Just kind of interesting to think of. This is very biased. And again, remember, the giants in Twilight Forest always look like whoever the player is at the time. So in case you're wondering why you're seeing me, remember that effect is still going. That's always the way. It's always the way it's been. It probably always will be the way that it will be. It's just the way that they handle it. But yeah, they have a good amount of HP, but I think this thing counts as armored a bit. And it's why they weren't dealing as much damage as they normally do. Because normally giants can hit pretty hard. So, yeah, that guy definitely has some kind of armor. It may not be as pronounced against some types of damage, but it is against others. Okay, now we're going to get to the really speculative ones here. Can there be anything happening before this Twilight Hydra decides to just blow the game away? Because I do solemnly swear it's why I haven't had this whole thing going on. Yep, you almost set it off yourselves, actually. Oh no, here it goes. Oh, that actually did not glitch me out that time. Interesting. He's getting bombarded, but still. Okay, he hit. We have a better fight than what happened last time. As during testing, this did not go well. Completely glitched my game. Oh, but that roast. Yeah, the Dreadful Peat Mummy, I don't think he could win this one either way. It was just a question of how fast can the Mighty Hydra destroy him. Yo, that Peat Mummy minion literally just landed on top of that mine and just blew itself up. That was hilarious. Did he just look at the other one going, hey, did you see that? That was kind of funny. Hydra and the Dreadful Peat Mummy are having some interesting moments suddenly. He is managing to shoot him very slowly. So they can fight, but I gotta admit, the Hydra has proven itself once again to be one of the mightiest mobs. Or at least one of the more interesting to watch. I mean, I've seen a lot mightier, obviously. I mean, hey, I've reviewed Titans. Yeah. But just the fact that this keeps coming up as a pretty powerful combatant still says something about the Hydra. Anything that's not fireproof will generally get roasted. The Dreadful Peat Mummy is one of those things that is not fireproof. Wow. Super barrage that round. I mean, gosh, that flamethrower just roasted him like a turkey. Okay. Yeah, fire shower? Fire shower? Are you clean yet? I can certainly say everything that was on you is gone. That just whiffed completely. Oh, and he shot that one in the face. The roar. The charge. The total whiff because it couldn't get there in time. Okay, that was the sludge ball and went that way. Okay, several explosives in a row. And the Dreadful Peat Mummy is down. So we know what in the Twilight Forest can take out the Dreadful Peat Mummy. And it's the Hydra. I'll have to get this guy out because he does have certain things about how he works differently. So I'll have to just smack him out of the way. Probably wondering why am I not using my red guitar? It's because I just want to hit with a custom weapon from Lycanites for a change. I mean, it's just so cool that that's even a feature now. I mean, Lycanite, thank you very much for the ability to hit a Hydra with a custom weapon. Oh man, but the thing is, he does see where the player is and is kind of like sometimes dodgy. You can tell this is a bit slower, but it's fun. There he goes ahead. So I'm fighting this Hydra in the name of trying to get rid of this Hydra and trying to get to the Twilight Lich. The thing is, he will target you even in creative. See, this is how biased some creatures are towards players, except that the Hydra will, in fact, fight something else. It just depends on what he's considering more interesting at the time. And he's got multiple heads, so his attention span might not be the best. So do keep something interesting against the Hydra. I was gonna say I was doing pretty good damage a while ago. Goodbye. Now I can finally try out that Lich. Poof. So long. Good evening to you. You've been wonderful. But I have other things to try, because I'm very curious about if the Twilight Lich could work. Because I'm now wondering what type of damage that really is. Of course, this could also, again, wind up in a tremendous glitch. If this somehow manages to succeed, miraculously, might I add, then I will try to end off with the Naga glitch, just because. Well, they're trying. But are they shooting? Whoa. Okay. What happened? 'Cause I think this is going to wind up... Okay, they shot, but they missed. So I don't know if that counts because it missed. It's not like they have some kind of crazy damage reflection. See, they keep shooting and missing. It just went way over there. Dreadful Peat Mummy, you are way better at hitting a very big target than one that's like player size. Just saying. Because I know you're trying. It's just not working. This is also why I usually don't do Twilight Lich fights in mob battles. If I can't discern he can actually hit him or not. Whoa. Did that explode in a way that actually hit back or no? Nope. Seems the shields are invulnerable to this guy completely. Okay, that hit in a way that I'm pretty sure it honestly hit. And it did nothing. So, the Twilight Lich is officially invincible to this guy. And that's just one more creature that Twilight Lich will be able to defeat if somehow aggroed. Although, admittedly, I kind of forced the issue with this magic wand. So, there's several things that just cannot fight it. Period. So, yeah, I was wondering what kind of damage that was, and unfortunately, not the type I was looking for. Oh well, at least I found out the answer to that, so I guess I'll go out on a big, like, whopping glitch just because. Okay, so I will go out with the Naga. Just to show what happens. I mean, if it miraculously doesn't glitch this time, I will be incredibly surprised. Because it was complaining about those tail segments before. So, Dreadful Peat Mummy, it's time for a very interesting demonstration in the field of glitchology, which I usually enjoy. So, in case this glitches out completely, as I totally expecting it to, this has been Glitch Reaper. I'll be logging off as soon as it needs to. Wait, that's a different freeze. I have not actually spawned the Nagi yet. So that's just lag. But anyhow, I'll be logging off after this goes out. So I hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody. Okay. Will you hit? And no, the Naga's just leaving. Really? He just noped out. He noped out of my attempt at an outro via glitch work. Seriously. That was new. He just ran out the one door that was made previously by the Alpha Yeti. Seriously. How in the world are you suddenly not glitching? I didn't change much of anything. Okay, now you went out. Okay, bye now.